Good morning. I am so glad to see you this morning. It's been a crazy morning, and I am just barely ready for this, but here we are, and it's Christmas tag time. So, we're going to do Christmas tags one more time. I picked out some one easy tag and one that's a little more involved, but tags that you can do at the last minute. And it's last minute, isn't it? Oh my goodness gracious. I can't believe Christmas is almost here. So let's get right to it. We're all busy. We have a lot to do. And I am so glad that you are here with me. If you're watching this live, thank you so much. And I hope you'll comment so I know you're there. And if you're watching the replay, thank you. Or on YouTube, thank you. Thank you to all my subscribers. I appreciate you so much. So here we go. Let me put the phone onto the stand, and then we're going to get on with it. Let me move it this way. All right. Just 1 minute. I need to get my computer going so I can see what you see. Hang on. These are the tags, the last minute tags that we're going to do. All right, here we are. Oh, why is it so blurry? Let me try this. It is really blurry, isn't it? Okay. All right. I'm going to turn this and get it out of the view if I can. All right, these are the tags that we're going to make today. This is really a simple tag. The little message inside. These are but they're sort of what they call plaid ties. At least 3 of them are. And this is the same thing with just a different sentiment. This, I did the truck out of the plaid paper, and this paper is from the Joy of Christmas. The Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper pack. And then this tag I did just with the pickup with red, real red. And honestly, I think I like this one better. I think it shows up more. So when we demonstrate, I'm going to demonstrate this one. But I wanted to see what it would look like with the plaid. So, all right. Let me move these aside and get out my craft paper. It's actually crumb cake cardstock. And it's the pieces that we're going to use first are 2 by 7. So let me get my trimmer. I just cut a strip off of the end of the cardstock. So 2 by 7. And that's to make, we're going to do this easy one first. We're going to do this one first. So I'll put it right there, 2 by 7, and we're going to score it at 4 inches. We're going to score it at 4 inches. So we have our 2 by 7 piece scored at 4 inches. All right, set this aside. Well, and then I need a piece of the plaid paper that is 1.5 by 2. And I think this is already 2. Yeah. And 1.5. Cut that. So we have a 1.5 by 2 inch piece. All right, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and adhere plaid to the bottom of the cardstock. And like I said, this is crumb cake. And I'm probably going to have to trim it. So I'll turn it over and just trim the extra little piece off. And now I'm going to fold this piece down. But what we're going to do is create this edge. And I did that with the Basic Borders dies. And this is the die that we're going to use. Because this is such a long die, I have to use the large trimmer, the large cut and emboss. So let me get the plates and I'll show you how I'm going to position it, and then so I'm just going to do it right down here, and I have a piece of washi tape that's going to hold it right there. And then I'll take it over here, put the top on it, run it through real quickly. You know what? I had it over the edge, so it moved it. So hold on a minute. Let me reposition it so it's not over the edge. There we go. That's the problem with these border dies. They are the same width as the cut and emboss, so you have to be careful. All right, you have to be careful that it doesn't overhang right here, because if it does, then it'll take it and move it, and you don't want it to move it. But here we go. Get this off without tearing our paper. There. All right, now we have our piece cut. Let me get the. All right, here we go. So now let me go back. Well, before I fold it again, it's going to go this way. Then all I did was stamp the snowflake on. Easy peasy. I wanted it to be simple. You could stamp, whoa, sorry. You could stamp anything on it. I chose to do a snowflake. But you could stamp anything, any image. You can use any sentiment. And let me bring in my foam. Because this is a photopolymer stamp, it really does better if you put foam under it. Okay. And now I want to do a sentiment. And this one said to you and yours. This one said Merry Christmas, Happy Christmas. So I think I'll do the Happy Christmas. You have to find a small enough sentiment to go on here. This one comes from Celebrate, let's see. It comes from Classic Christmas. I believe that's the name of it. Christmas Classics, the To You and Yours. The Happy Christmas comes from a retired set called Itty Bitty Christmas Greetings. And I had to resort to that because none of my Christmas greetings were this small. All right, so now we're going to take our hole punch and punch right at the top. Looks like I could have moved my snowflake down just a little bit, but we're not going to worry about that. On the inside, I'm going to put 2 from, and I've got 2 things on this, so I'm double using it. 2 and from. Let me clean my stamp. And set it aside. All right. And now we're going to use ribbon and twine. The ribbon is from the ribbon combo. It's real red and garden green. So I'm just taking a piece of that. Put it through here. As you can see, this ribbon is so easy. This tag is so easy to make. Now I've got a Band-Aid on my thumb, which is going to make it hard. I didn't think about that when I put the Band-Aid on. Hold on. Now I think I can get it through. Yeah. All right. I bet I'm not going to be able to tie a bow with a Band-Aid. All right, and I used the twine from the Baker's Twine Essential Pack. It has 4 different neutral colors in it. And I chose the crumb cake since that was the cardstock I was using. This just adds a little bit of interest. But I have to hold my ribbon down and get down to the bottom. I really didn't think about how the Band-Aid was going to affect me tying bows. You don't realize how much you use your thumb until it's no longer convenient to use it. There we go. I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit. Bring my twine down. You know, the twine, of course, curls. So it never looks exactly perfect. But there we go. So here is this tag. And I'm going to use these this afternoon. I needed more Christmas tags. And then this tag is the other one that we're going to use. And, all right, and so this one is 2x6 instead of 2x7. 2x7 made it just a little bit too long. So it's 2x6 scored at 2 inches. Because we want just a little flap is what we want. And I used my Delightful Tag Topper. Now, this is retired. It is no longer available. But it seems like every catalog, with every catalog, they will present a new tag topper. And I hope that the new annual catalog will have a new tag topper. Because if they do, I would recommend that you buy a tag topper. They are so useful. So I'm going to do the bottom of this with the tag topper. And I'm going to fold it down. So it just kind of creates a little bit different look. I'm going to get my bone folder. And on the hard surface, I'm going to burnish this really well. Now, what I did discover that as I put the greenery on, it really mostly covered that up. So, you know, if you don't have a tag topper and you just want maybe to round the edges, that would work. And I'm going to, those hole punch things. I did have a hole punch with that caught the pieces, and I don't know where it is. All right, let me look up here and see if anybody, I don't see anybody. All right, okay. Now, we're going to make this little truck. And to do that, we're going to use basic white, and I just got a scrap. And we're going to use the outline stamp and black ink. Oh dear. I do not want to get ink on my fingers. That's how I get in trouble. Okay. Ink it up real good. You know what I think I did? That's what I get for being in a hurry. And I was in a hurry this morning. Oh my goodness. I put my stamp on backwards. Oh, we don't want to do that. It really makes a mess. Okay. Now we're going to do the outline of the pickup. This little trucking along set. I love, love, love it. And we're going to punch him out. I don't think it'll fit. Yeah, it will. No, I'm going to do it this way because the punches the pickup. I don't want to do all the other. Well, you'll see what I mean. All right. And then I'm going to get the shading portion, the shading stamp. And I'm going to use real red to color the pickup. So, and then I have to line it up, and I have to stand up to do that. There we go. I get our pickup colored. Isn't that adorable, the way that does? Love, love, love it. Love, love, love it. All right. Now, we're going to put the ink away. Get the punch. This is the punch. The trucking along punch. And I'm going to cut this end off just because I know I don't need it. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to cut the bottom off. I tried to remember the easiest way to get the pickup in there, but this will do it right here. There we go. Get all the pieces. There's our pickup. And we also need the tree. So and that's in the trucking along. It's one of the things that can go in the back of the pickup. Here's your trucking along set. You can put a tree in the back. You can put a palm tree in the back. You can put presents or greenery, buckets of greenery. flowers in the back. It's a great set. And then to create a scene behind your pickup, you've got clouds and trees and fence. You can also put the rail on the pickup, which is really, really cute. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to do the greenery. And we're going to use garden green for that. I'm going to ink it up really well. Now, some of you don't like this part, but I don't mind it at all. It does not bother me to fussy cut, but you are going to have to fussy cut this. Oh, yeah, I did it right. You've got to leave some space at the bottom because that's what glues into the back of the pickup. All right, so I'm going to start here and just fussy cut. And this little tree is not hard to fussy cut around. And then when I get to the bottom, I'm going to cut it down like that because that's what I'm going to stick down into the pickup. And then I'm going to come along here. I'm just going to have to turn this a little bit. I want to get that bottom, I want that bottom couple of branches to really kind of stick up. But the rest of them, you don't really have to do a whole lot. Okay. See, I'm not real picky about it. It all looks great. You don't have to be precise with this. All right, we got it. Now I'm going to put, where is my adhesive? There it is. Hopefully this is going to come out right away. So I'm going to put some adhesive right here. Well, I've got a pen. That's what I keep my pen for. Keep my pen handy for this very reason. There. And I'm going to stick this pickup right down here. There we go. And I want it sticking out over the top. All right, now we're ready to do our sentiment. And on this one, I'm going to do Happy Christmas again. I'm going to do it right here. There we go. Hi, Kay. Thank you. They're so easy to do. So easy. All right. Well, this second one is not as easy. The first one, this one, I don't know if you were on for this one, but this one is easy. Really easy. This one, you've got your trucking along, and I also took a die and a stamp from, I believe it was Christmas Classics, and, or Classic Christmas, what is that? Christmas Classics, and it's this one right here that I'm going to use, and it's the Christmas Classics set. And I'm going to do it on, I'm going to stamp the greenery onto soft sea foam and shaded spruce. And I'm going to use shaded spruce. All right, so I'm going to ink it up with shaded spruce. And I want 2 of them on the shaded spruce. I'm going I can do them like this. I'm going to die cut these. All right. And then one on the soft sea foam. There we go. Clean my stamp. And now I'm going to bring in my mini cut and emboss. And cut these out. There's my die. So I'm going to put it right here. And what I do is I make sure I get the bottom and this little branch over here. And if I see both of them, then I know I'm good. All right, so I've got that one cut out. There's that one. I'll set it down. And now I'm ready to cut these two. And I want to make sure I've got the bottom and that one branch over there. Oh, needs to go on that one. I'll run it through. And I have one more. Now, if you don't have this die or a die, you can always use the bow punch. And I started to do that, but I really wanted the evergreen look. But I could have done the bow punch. All right, I'm going to put that at the bottom. Get this one over here. Put this down. Run it through. And then we're done. This is what makes this particular tag a little bit harder, or a little bit more time consuming, I guess you could say, because you've got to do the dies. But I never mind doing that to get the look that I want. All right. Put my die away. Put these back on my machine. Here we are. So now we're ready to go. We've got our sentiment. Now, if I wanted to move these, I want to cover up that hole. But if I wanted to move these down just a little bit so that my edge is not covered up, see, I could do that. And I think I'll do that on this one. So I'm just going to put some glue at the bottom. And I do want to cover up the hole. And then I'm going to move this down enough that the little scalloped edge shows. There we go. Now my scalloped edge shows. Now you could stamp a to from on the back. I didn't on this one. You could certainly do that. I am going to use dimensionals on my pickup. And it's going to go right down here. And then I'm going to put ribbon in it. You can use the black and white. I'm going to use the red ribbon again. See if I can get it through with my finger bandaged. All right, that was easy. Here we go. There it is. Oh, yay, I've got 6 more Christmas tags to go in there and use. Wasn't that easy? Wasn't that easy? And here are these. That one doesn't want to stay down for some reason. Maybe that's the one I didn't. Oh, it is. I didn't burnish that one as well. All right, here we go. 6 Christmas tags. Well, I made 2 of each. So, I hope that encourages you to go make some tags. Some of you probably already have all your gifts wrapped and under the tree. I'm just now wrapping ours. So I sat there last night and muddled through my tags and knew I would be making a few more today. And so, all right. So I will not be doing a video next week. Actually, I probably will the week after Christmas. We're going to be with one part of our family, with our daughter and her children, this next week in Baton Rouge. And then our son and his family are coming the week right after Christmas. But I think they're not coming till Thursday afternoon. So I'll let you know whether I'm able to do a video or not. But if not, then you have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. And I am looking forward to 2024. Remember, the 1st of January, the new catalog will be available. I think it's January 4th. The new mini catalog and the celebration catalog will be available for customers to order from. So be thinking about what you need and what you'd like to get free. If you need a catalog, let me know. But I'm excited for you to be able to order from that. Thank you again. God bless you. Merry Christmas. Bye-bye.